we're chaotic, we're stupid, someone thought it would be a good idea to give us a microphone, and you are listening to the results. Hello everyone, I'm your host Desparoto, and today I am joined by DoeKe, Rev, and the one and only Nyra, who has come back from the land of the dead PCs.
Hello.
That's accurate.
Nyra, you have had the worst luck of anyone I have ever met when it comes to computers, and I know someone who built a computer out of spare parts and at one point had 24 different monitors hooked up to it.
Why?
God damn.
What the fuck?
Well, let's see here. We could recap those computer problems. It'd be an interesting story.
It would be. I'm interested.
Yeah.
So originally, I run a dual PC setup for streaming, so that's kind of important and plays into this. And originally, it was an i9. It was a 9th gen i9 and a 4th gen i7. The 4th gen i7 obviously being a much older system and very, just old. It had a Z97 motherboard in it. It was an ASRock, which is a really good board, mind you. It was an ASRock Extreme 6, and the board just finally gave out after many years of abuse. So I got the bright idea, instead of building a cheap computer, to upgrade my main system from the i9 to a 5950X Ryzen 9. And it worked great for 7 days. Then it stopped working. And it just constantly boot looped. And that was 2 months before I finally got them to admit the processor was bad and got the processor swapped out. And now that one was running, and then the other one got water damaged and decided not to work. And now that one's working again. And I just spent way too much money on audio upgrades.
Not only that, you had your chair issue.
Oh my God, the Vertigear that snapped in half.
Yeah, so Nyra got all of her stuff fixed, and then her chair broke in half while she was sitting on it.
Ow.
And can I honestly say, I hate the chair I have now. It was cheap. It's a Cooler Master. It was like less than $200, and I'm like, you know what? It'll work, and I freaking hate this chair.
I'm still amazed that Cooler Master makes chairs. I never knew that.
I first time hearing of it.
They don't make chairs. They license chairs. They're all made in the same crappy Chinese factory. I can almost guarantee it. But yeah, this thing is just not like super comfortable. I mean, it's okay. Like the pleather, because nothing's real leather nowadays, is already wearing on it. It's not comfortable, but it works. I'm planning to save up. I might actually put up a donation thing on my stream, so maybe my few people who watch me might buy me a Secret Labs. I can hope.
I would love a Secret Labs. I'm fine with my IKEA chair. It's just like mesh, which is fine.
So how many does that come in? 100 pieces or 200 pieces?
It wasn't that many pieces. Like, you had the wheels, then the bottom piece, and then the bar, and then like 3 other pieces. So it was maybe about like 10 pieces or so.
Well, because IKEA is notorious for sending in stuff in like a million pieces and no instructions. Just like a note. Good luck in Swedish. So you can't even read the note.
Sometimes companies just do weird things. Recently got luggage and found out they make jeans. Really?
If you're wondering why it sounds like DoeKe is reading from something written, it's because he is. DoeKe is streaming this on Twitch right now.
Yeah, when we do Chaotic Stupid and I'm a part of it, I'll be streaming it on Twitch so people can watch live when we do this instead of having to wait for whenever the edited version, which Despa wonderfully edits these podcasts, comes out on YouTube.
Hooray.
If you ever want to catch it live, I'm usually the one to stream it.
I mean, I might later on. I need to do a little more testing first as well, so we can have multiple streams up, grab a little more attention.
Yeah.
I can probably do you. Well, I don't know if I should be the one streaming it because I'm bouncing back and forth between several different windows at the moment.
Bouncy.
Oh my God, hi.
Boing, boing, boing. So, what's everyone been doing? I got a game or a demo that I was playing that I want to talk about, but let's get y'all out the way first. How's everything been going in the land of your various lives?
Who wants to go first? Okay, I'll go in. Not a whole lot for me. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure most people already know that I was living in Ohio. I moved back to West Virginia. But I have fiber here now, so I've been streaming a lot more. Not as much as I should, but I've been enjoying actually streaming a lot more and not in 720p. I mean, it's been all right. I haven't been doing too much. I need to be playing more Diablo. I'll say that much.
I hope I'm getting fiber soon. My ISP, I've noticed that they say they have fiber in my area now, and I've been seeing construction crews running around putting cables in, so I'm hoping that is fiber for the last mile.
You want to hear some shit, though, Despa? You know when they started putting fiber in for me? The day I moved out.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Literally, the day we got the moving
works.
truck to move away from here, they started digging outside for fiber. I'm like, you have got to be shitting me.
That's the way it always works, though. You know that as well. It's like that's like Murphy's Law. Things happen, and then, like you're waiting for something, you give up and move, and then it's like, oh, by the way, your area now has this.
Yeah. Also, KitKat says only one camera on. They're wondering why I'm the only one on camera.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Rev is working on it. I don't know what Nyra's doing, and mine doesn't work.
Honestly, my camera's being kind of, if I load up my camera, which is on this computer, it will freeze up Discord.
Will it?
I don't know why. This has been a problem I've been chasing for like a year, but for some reason, whenever I turn my camera on, and it's done this on 2 cameras now, because originally I had like one of those cheap Logitech like 7 series, like a 720 or something hooked up to it. And this is a 922, and it does the same thing. So I don't know why, but it'll freeze up. It'll just freeze up.
Yeah, yours is similar to mine, because I have the C920.
Yeah, I have the 922, which really the only difference between those cameras was like $60, and this one could supposedly do green screen, but it does an absolutely horrible job of it.
Lighting is the key usually when it comes to that.
No, because it's supposed to be able to do like background deletion without green screen.
That stuff's always kind of meh,
It's finicky.
really.
It's finicky.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Plain and simple, it doesn't work.
The better your lighting, the better the results, usually. Lighting is everything when it comes to cinematography and photography.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Which is why, if I decide to get a new webcam anytime soon, I'm probably going to go with that Razer one that has the built-in ring light. Because my room is nothing but darkness.
Don't. The ring light sucks. Actually, I know somebody who has that camera, and they never use the ring light because the ring light sucks. You'll be better off spending, like, buying some cheap USB pole lights.
Like, I have, and I'm sorry, I'm going to screw the lighting up for stream, but, like, I have this thing. I don't want to point it at the screen because it's going to blind them. But I have this thing, which just fell. But
Damn it.
Way to go, DoeKe.
It doesn't stay on there very well. I'm sorry. There it goes. It's just held on by a magnet. But I just have this thing. It cost me like maybe $5-10, and it works just fine. And I've been using it ever since for my streams. So
I mean, yeah, I have like panel lights they're Chinese panel lights that have like no gels or anything. They're just rows of LEDs, and I think I spent $40 for like both of them with tripods. However, the tripods did royally suck, but we're not getting into that. But the lights work well.
yeah, no, this thing just sits on my monitor. It's
So you
perfectly
could do
fine.
lighting really cheap, and I would recommend that. Like buy like a good Logitech webcam or something along those lines with like 1 or 2 light panels, and really that's all you'd ever need.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I have a Logitech webcam, and I just use 2 lamps. Of course, I'm sitting in my living room, but I mean, I still get really good light.
I mean, before that, I actually let you on what I used to use. I went to Goodwill, of all places. I found a couple of those study lamps that clamp onto the desk. You know, it's under like bendy. They have like the big plastic. I used 2 of those with just, with the LED bulbs in them. Just kind of aim them where you need to. And those also worked really well. And those are just, like I said, some cheap used lights I found, like desk lamps I pulled out of like Goodwill. I think one came out of Goodwill and one came from Walmart. I think that's actually how I did it. But
I mean, that's a way to do it.
Either way,
really good.
That's a way to do it.
Wow, we're telling all our secrets. That's what this podcast is. We're showing our streaming secrets of like how to do shit on the cheap, which apparently I don't know much about.
If you want cheap, I'll tell you what my old microphone setup was.
I will say KitKat says that they use a light that's meant for a light box setup. That was pretty cheap.
My old microphone setup was literally a Guitar Hero microphone duct taped to a handle that flew. That it was a hammer, but the hammer head flew off one day, so now it was just a handle. And then that was clamped to my desk with a thing holding it up at the right angle. And for a pop filter, I had an old sock stretched across the coat hanger that I bent.
Oh my god.
And it was just kind of jerry-rigged up, but it worked, and it worked well.
Hey y'all, welcome to Redneck Streaming. I'm Despa. I'll be your yeah. Dang it! Put the pig back in the barn. I'll be your guy tonight.
Hey, we don't have hogs anymore, okay? We used to have like 13 head of hogs, but not anymore.
You did. You had the hogs when you had the jerry rig.
Nah, I was a kid when we had the hogs.
I will say I remember those old Guitar Hero / Rock Band microphones, and they were absolute garbage.
You know they're made by Logitech.
I know they're all made by Logitech. They're just
USB
about as
though.
Yeah, but they're not great. They are not good at all.
Yeah, you can make them work.
Kit Kat said, "Not that old sock. I hope it was clean."
Well, see, the reason I chose that sock
Oh,
was
no.
it was old, and I couldn't find its partner, its mate, or whatever you want to call it, the one that it's supposed to be with. There was a blood stain on it.
What?
What the fuck?
What?
Oh wait, am I supposed to curse?
No.
Am I not allowed to curse?
You can
You can
curse.
curse, I don't care.
Who the fuck
Okay.
cares?
As long as
Yeah.
it's not within the first, 30 seconds? Which I think we're
past
good.
that. Yeah, we're up to like 13 minutes, so I think we're good.
Yeah, it had a blood stain on it, and conveniently, when it was stretched over the hanger and tied down with that zip tie, the blood stain was right in the middle. I would use it to aim the microphone in the right spot.
You used a blood stain as a
Oh
marker?
my dear god.
Wow, I'm honestly
That's
blown away.
What the fuck?
It was a sock!
I mean, honestly, I thought I was riding dirty. Like DoeKe remembers this microphone when I actually used a $30 USB microphone off of Amazon. It was called a Tonar.
No.
And I used that for a while, and it wasn't great. It'd be far from not great, but it did work for a long time, and it did do what it was supposed to do.
I can't fault you there because I have a $15 microphone sitting in a box down there that works just fine. Like, it sounds perfectly fine. I thought about using it for this podcast, but I decided against it.
The mic I'm using now was a kit. It was $50 for the whole thing. And it came with the boom arm, the shock mount, the wind cap, the pop filter, and the microphone, and a tripod. But I don't use the tripod.
Yeah, I'm not going to say how much my audio system cost.
A lot.
A lot. Well, I'll put it this way. My mic I'm recording off of, you're not hearing me on it right now, which is kind of fun. You're actually hearing me on a Shure SM58, but the one I'm actually recording on is a Shure MV7. So you guys can figure out how much those things cost.
Whoops.
All right, DoeKe, stop dropping things.
I'm dropping things all over the place. I'm sorry. I was showing that $15 mic to the camera, which
It's all good.
is fine. It's just
I just remember it looked really gaudy at first before you swapped some of the parts around.
Oh, the blue one or the black one? Because I bought two of them.
Both of them, like black with like the gold, and it was like that cheap, like plated, bling bling gold.
It's this is the microphone here, the Florian BM800, which
Honestly, looking at that microphone, I expect you to start saying, remember to get your pet spayed or neutered.
but this is the BM800, as myself and Nyra has found out. This is just a microphone that they build, and every other unknown name brand just slaps their name on it. There are so many BM800s, this exact microphone out there, with so many different just random brand names on it. Like this one's Florian. Asuna, who is Transgal Gaming on Twitch as well, hers is a different brand, but it's the same exact microphone.
Sounds like it is the what are those cameras people hang in their cars? Dash cameras. It's just like there's like a bunch of manufacturers, but there's really only one or two companies that make the cameras for them.
Well, that's a lot of things. Like earlier when I was talking about the chair issue I had, I killed a chair. I killed a Vertigear, which is like a $400 chair, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
that made me feel really good. But anyway, same thing. Like I have a chair right now. It's made by Cooler Master, which we all know Cooler Master does not make chairs. If we did this thing, we probably would have broke already because Cooler Master sucks nowadays.
It would have LEDs out the wazoo and a fan somewhere.
and it just wouldn't hold up for like more than a month. But no, but same thing. It's, companies pay money to put their name on an object. It's like, they have general factories that make a specific project, like chairs, microphones. And then he goes, I need a microphone. Okay, here. And they'll just embroider or print whatever else, whatever your name on it. And all of a sudden, now I'm selling my Cooler Master chair. Yeah. And by the way, never buy Cooler Master chairs. These things are fucking horrible, but that's beside the point.
I feel like we've really derailed here.
I mean, that's kind of what we do.
Yeah, there really isn't.
But it's not a bad derail, though. It's really not a bad derail if you think about it.
It works. We're on it. We went off one track onto another track. So the thing I wanted to talk about was, what if Harry Potter was American?
Alaka-boom!
What do you mean, what if?
So,
Leviosa!
Wizard with a gun.
This is my 12.5-inch shotty.
So Wizard with a Gun is a game that's coming out from, I can't remember the developer's name. I'll look that up real quick, but I know the publisher is Devolver Digital.
Oh, no.
It's really fun. They have a demo out now. If you like games like, I think the most similar one is, what's that one me, Cherry, and Zoe were playing? Note sheet, save me. I wrote this down. Don't Starve Together. It's similar to Don't Starve Together.
Oh.
Except you are a wizard, and instead of a wand, you have a gun. And it's actually really fun. I've been playing the demo, and I cannot wait for it to come out. But the thing that got my attention with it was the cutscenes. Both the announcement trailer and the gameplay trailer that came out a couple weeks ago are freaking awesome. The animations in them are so good. I really wish I want a TV show. Like, don't get me wrong, I like having a game, but I kind of want this to be a show because it looks good.
I had that thought with something else. I'm derailing just slightly because you reminded me of something. I know Nyra knows, but I don't know if Despa knows. Rev might, with Ninja Sex Party. There's a song that they did with, was it TWRP? I don't remember who exactly it was, but it was called Twilight Brigade. And they did a whole anime, like, Starfighter music video, and I'm like, I'd watch that if that was a show. I don't really watch anime, but that looked really fucking cool.
That was Tupperware Remix Party.
Yeah, it was TWRP. Okay. Yeah. No,
yeah. With Danny. Danny was just a guest singer on it, but
yeah.
But actually, I have a game that's coming out I want to talk about too, if you like afterwards. Just putting that
I'm basically done, so go ahead.
Go for it.
So I actually saw this on Steam pop up, because I'm really bad at going through the queues on Steam, and this one's coming out. It's not out yet. And just the whole premise of the game is unique, which is what I really like about it. Like, I like games with stories. I like games that are unique. I don't want to play the same regurgitated WoW clone 50,000 times. I hated the original. I don't want to play the others. But this game's called Pacific Drive. There's no actual release date. It just says 2023. It's made by Ironwood Studios. But the whole premise of the game, you're going through like this entire area that's like an apocalyptic area. So I guess something happened. Obviously something happened. And you have a station wagon. And the whole goal is to not lose your car because that's your only lifeline. And you get to upgrade your car. You go explore, leave your car, go explore, stuff like that. And it just seems like a really interesting game.
Just a beefed up station wagon.
Oh no, there's clips here of like armor plating on this thing and everything else. But yeah, it's just like a 80s. It's like your classic 80s ass wood panel station wagon at the beginning of the game.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like the wood panels and everything.
Yeah, the wood paneling. It's white with wood paneling and the chrome bumpers.
Oh my god,
that sounds.
But yeah, it's
amazing.
Here. I'll read the about. It's in this run-based driving event. In this run-based driving survival adventure, you face supernatural dangers on each expedition into the Olympic exclusion zone. Make your base of operations an abandoned garage where you research new parts, customize your station wagon, and route charts and deeper into the zone. As you gather precious resources and investigate what's been left behind in the zone, you learn quickly what it takes to survive in this unpredictable hostile nightmare.
I feel like they were very inspired by Stranger Things. That's kind of how it feels to me.
Yeah, that sounds...
The time frame and like the...
Well, they don't give a time frame. It's just so happens that you have a station wagon.
Well, yeah, the station wagon, it kind of sounds like 80s-ish time frame and like all of like the paranormal stuff going on. And kind of sounds like they were at least a little bit inspired by it. Speaking of new games coming out, there was one game we were actually talking about in a previous podcast that will actually be coming out on Friday. I don't know if I'll pick it up on Friday, but I do have plans of playing it. Master Detective Archives Rain Code.
Oh.
That is coming out on Friday.
Since that's coming out at the start of the Steam sale, I doubt it'll be on sale. Shoot.
No, it won't. It will not.
Damn. That's actually one I would want.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be on sale, but it's made by the same people that make Danganronpa, which I love. I still need to play 2 and 3 on stream. I just have not. But I do plan on playing Rain Code. It looks like it's really good. And if it's anything like Danganronpa, I'm very likely going to enjoy it. I hope it has a lot of like mystery things that you have to solve, kind of in the way of like how the Ace Attorney type games where you had to figure things out. I like that. I hope there's a lot of that in there, but I don't know if there will be.
So I know in the last podcast, I mentioned the remake of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, which has been retitled to Story of Seasons. That comes out on Tuesday, and I'm super excited.
Are those the headphones that you're wearing? Are those the Diablo ones?
Yes, they are. Okay, so you know in the picture they were like red here.
Yeah.
Those are like magneted on, and I popped them off, and I don't know if you can see very well, but that is Lilith. Yeah,
because I knew you got them. I wasn't sure if those were them or not because I didn't see really any red.
Yeah, well, like under the band is red.
Oh, okay, I see.
But yeah, they just pop off, and that's Lilith. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're very, very lightweight. They're actually really comfortable to wear, more comfortable than my rigs. I was surprised by that. They do slip off of my head really easily. I don't know if that's an adjustment I need to make, but
stop headbanging.
No. No, I mean they're nice. They're really nice. They get better range than my rigs too.
Oh, they're wireless?
Yeah, they're wireless.
I just don't do wireless.
For how much they cost, they fucking better be wireless.
I mean, honestly, I've used wireless before. I've always ended up having issues with them. I think my last set was like a set of Turtle Beach, and I'm just kind of don't like wireless anymore.
I don't like having to charge or change batteries all the time. That's probably my biggest thing with wireless stuff is I don't want to bother with batteries.
Batteries?
Yeah, batteries?
But my biggest thing, they do eventually start losing their charge, though, where, like...
They do, which is...
Probably after 2 or 3 years of use, it won't start holding a charge as well.
That's why I don't use wireless things, because I used to have a wireless headset, an old, like, Logitech, like, 7.1 surround sound wireless headset. I love that thing. But it did, over time, like, after a couple of years, it did lose its charge, and it would stop working. Like, even if I had plugged it in, it just stopped working. I'm like... I'd rather just have a wired thing that'll work longer forever than try and have to deal with a dead battery again. So yeah. I've not had a wireless headset since then. I'm not saying they're bad. They're great. I loved that headset. It's just I just don't like dealing with battery bullshit.
Same.
Mice, like on the other hand, usually just use like a couple AA batteries or something, which I'm fine with that. But, like, if there's no way for you to replace a battery in something, what's the point? You're just going to have to buy a whole nother headset or a whole nother, like, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like 2 to 3 years is pretty good life for a headset, especially if you're taking into sound quality and into consideration.
Also, I meant to say this earlier. Raider said, oh my god, Rev is going to be playing 4 different games at once now. About made her choke on her water. You okay, Rev?
For the audio listeners, Rev is shaking her head no, but we can't see her face. We can only see the top of her head. Apparently she is dying.
Sorry. It's worse because, like, I'm just getting over a cold, too, so I'm, like, extra dying.
Well, that a clear sinuses right up.
Why you gotta call me out like that?
You didn't have to call me out.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Yep, 4 games at once.
Yep.
Which
so
4,
Diablo,
though?
Harvest Moon, Zelda. What's the 4th one? Those are 3 of them.
World of Warcraft.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. The one I don't care about. Understood.
I don't think many people care about World of Warcraft anymore.
Rev does.
I'm saying many. I didn't say everybody. Big difference.
There's actually more people than you think that still play World of Warcraft.
Yes, there are still quite a lot of addicts.
I mean, for a game that's supposed to be a pioneer, it felt very generic. I mean, I tried playing it several times. So it's not just like I'm talking shit about it. I have tried playing World of Warcraft multiple times. And every single time, like, this is the most generic ass boring game I've ever played.
Did you try playing it after playing a bunch of similar games?
No.
Interesting.
In fact, first time I played it was probably 2010. It was right after SWG shut down, and I needed a new game to play.
I think that was about the time all the copycats started coming out, because I remember when WoW got big, literally every MMO tried to be WoW, and it was very annoying.
But yeah, my first, I played Star Wars Galaxies since beta to shut down, and then I needed a new game, and I went into WoW, because I'm like, well, WoW's big stuff, let me try it. And I'm like, nope, I hate it.
And you know what? That's perfectly okay. World of Warcraft is not for everyone, and that's fine. The only problem, like, I seem to run into is just people who very verbally hating on it all the time. So, like, anytime I mention it, DoeKe, just, like, it's annoying. It's like, fine, the game's not for you. That's fine. Move on. I don't need to hear about how shitty of a game it is, especially when I enjoy it. You know?
Here's the thing. I just troll. As far as WoW, like, the game itself is concerned, I played it all the way to, like, level whatever it was at the time, maybe 70. And I enjoyed playing it with friends. It was fun to play with friends. My biggest gripe about the game is not the game itself. It's because my friends always quit on me 4 times. So I said, fuck it, I'm not playing this again.
You know something, to be fair, though, I would actually say the same thing. When I had people to play with that I enjoyed hanging out with, the game wasn't bad. But when you're doing it and you're soloing, it's like, you like end up falling asleep at the keyboard because there's like nothing entertaining. I mean, it's not a game you can really do solo.
It was much more fun when socializing with friends and, you know, dragging people into lava pits and all that other stuff. We did that.
Leroy Jenkins.
They did that to a friend of mine who went AFK, and he put them on follow, and I'm like, well, that was a mistake, and he followed him right into a lava pit and died.
Oh God.
Me personally, I just don't really care for MMOs all that much because I tend to lone wolf. So me, MMOs, they don't really mesh very well. I did play Star Trek Online for a while. Got all the way up to the original level cap, which I think was 50.
So yeah, fun fact, I actually beta tested that game.
Really?
The end of beta was a blast because they literally just flooded every space station with enemies. So each space station, and it was just a straight up onslaught. Like you just sat there and just killed as much stuff as you could before you died. Like was the last day of beta.
That does sound fun. I kind of got out of Star Trek Online, though, and other MMOs because, like, I kind of like to get immersed in worlds like that, and it's hard to be immersed when you're flying around and someone who's got a ship 2 times bigger than you with a name that I cannot repeat is flying around, too. I'm like, this isn't... Well, we've been going for right at 40 minutes. I don't want to hold
43, 44
too
minutes.
long. I do want to do one more conversation that I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's going to be interested in. But how would anyone else here like to be a pilot?
I actually would.
Oh God.
Oh, honestly, I love it. Yeah, but no. As far as a pilot, yeah, I would love to be a pilot. I just don't think I can because my eyes are shot. I actually tried to get into the Air Force when I graduated high school.
Well, Nyra, have I got the game for you?
Oh God.
So at the Xbox showcase recently, Microsoft announced a new flight sim. But this one, it's kind of a big deal. I'm real invested in the world of flight simming. This one's the one that's actually going to have a career mode and job system and all that built into it. And it seems to be pretty robust. Everything from hauling rich people around in a jet to flying an airplane next to a tornado with an experimental camera for scientific research, apparently.
Interesting.
It does look very fun. So I think this might be a one that gets a lot of people interested. The more recent Microsoft Sim that came out perfectly timed in 2020, actually, when everybody was cooped up in their houses and couldn't leave, and this is a game that lets you explore the entire world in photogrammetry in some places. This one's now going to have a built-in career mode. So I use currently external services for the current flight sim to do career mode stuff. I have like $3 million in a virtual company. I don't know why I'm admitting this. Yeah, now it's going to have it built in, and it looks fun. And anyone here going to want to play it with me?
Maybe. But I'm going to say, you have $3 million in a virtual company, but you used to use a Guitar Hero mic duct taped to a hammer.
Well, I mean, if I
With a bloody sock.
The bloody sock is
literally a bloody sock. The blood stain wasn't that big.
Uh-huh.
All right, it was a little speck, basically. I don't even know where it came from. My foot just started bleeding one day, I guess. I don't know.
My foot just started bleeding.
You could have washed it before you used it, just saying.
It was washed. It was a stain. It wouldn't come out.
Despa over here. My foot just started bleeding, and I thought to myself, what a good windscreen this'll make.
I got it out of the drawer, and it didn't have a mate, and I'm like, frack it. You'll do.
Frack it.
What a good microphone windscreen this'll make.
It worked for years. I still have it, actually. I could...
Of course you do.
I mean, it does work. You laugh, but that's all a pop filter really is a fabric stretched over a wire. And really, any kind of fabric work. The wind cap does a pretty good pop filter anyway. Also, virtual money, if I could turn $3 million into $3 million real dollars, I would.
Who wouldn't?
Right?
For real. Yeah. Who wouldn't do that? But remember, you wouldn't download a car, would you?
You wouldn't download a car.
Come on, you gotta remember the 90s. Always remember the 90s anti-piracy. You wouldn't download a car. You wouldn't download a house.
Yeah, I would.
Wait, auction what, Kit Kat? The sock?
Auction? Oh god, who would buy it? I'm not a hot gamer girl. I can't auction off things like that.
Coming soon, Despa's Gamer Boy Get Bathwater.
Speaking of Despa, I don't think a lot of people know this right now, because you did just recently make the change. Despa is no longer on Twitch.
Yeah.
He is moved full-time over to YouTube streaming.
Yeah.
So...
when I decide to stream.
He's over there now.
For whatever reason.
Which is actually advantageous, because instead of just spinning my wheels at Twitch trying to get affiliate, I'm already in the partner program on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't have the membership thing set up where you can like join for whatever and not watch ads, but that's literally one click of a button for me. So yeah, it's kind of better. I'm probably going to be, there's various reasons, things I like about it too. Its servers are definitely better than Twitch's.
Well, you also have the I don't want to say necessarily fan base, but you already have the subscribers over there. What do you got, like 6,000 or 7,000?
6,400 something.
Yeah. So you already have the subs over there from the viral video or whatever that you made. So it does make sense that you switched back to YouTube.
Can't really blame him for that.
No.
Also, Twitch is kind of being Twitch lately.
Listen, we tried to get you affiliate.
Nothing against y'all. I know how the game is played.
I mean, hell, if I could get affiliate, anyone can get affiliate.
Well, I think Despa's biggest problem is
viewers.
Not just the viewership, but inconsistency.
Yeah.
You don't consistently stream, and that is going to hurt you when you're trying to make affiliate.
Yeah, I know how the game is played.
Well, I mean, I am also not that consistent, but a lot of the things is you just have to hit those marks within 7 days and you're good. Like, that I just ran it for a week, tried to get people in my stream for that week, and I was there.
Well, I got lucky because I got my affiliate ship. I guess I got it a year ago.
Has it only been a year?
Yeah, I just had my 1 year anniversary.
Hooray.
Shit, I thought you were affiliate longer than that.
I did too, because I feel like I got it before I started working at GameStop and I stopped having as much time to stream, but I could be wrong.
KitKat says it took me months because I didn't stream often enough.
Yeah, I think the normal time for most people is a year and a half to 2 years to get affiliate. Just because not all of us can dedicate so much time to it that you get to do it within a few months.
Yeah.
It's fine, though. If Twitch improves itself, which I don't see happening in the near future, I wouldn't mind switching back because it's easy. I just made a separate profile on OBS. All I'd have to do is sign in on StreamLabs and then switch over to that second profile on OBS. So and it'll be everything ready to go. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
So it's not like it was difficult. The switch over to YouTube did prove to be a bit of a pain because for some reason StreamLabs wouldn't let me attach my YouTube profile to my StreamLabs Twitch profile, which really just meant I had to remake all my overlays on the YouTube sign-in side. But that took like an hour and a half. That wasn't that big a deal.
I mean, you could always just go to OBS instead of StreamLabs as well.
Oh, I use OBS.
You're talking about never mind, you're talking about just the overlay stuff. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, which I actually made that switch recently as well from Slobs to OBS.
Yeah.
I managed to salvage my overlay.
Yeah, that's not surprising considering Slobs is just OBS.
OBS is so much better though. It's so much better.
Yeah, it looks nicer. You don't get that puke green everywhere.
Well, that and it's just it doesn't use much resources as far as the application is concerned. Like it just doesn't.
That part really confuses me. Like for a company that just straight up just takes the open source stuff, puts their coloring and logos on it, how the heck did they make it run so much worse?
I have no. Well, it's all.
Well, they have plugins they put in automatically. Like, for example, like there's certain things I know with OBS to make work, I have to run externally, like my updater for people who sub and follow and things like that. I have to run a separate program to do that through StreamLabs, which is actually a StreamLabs program. So because of that, they have all that stuff integrated, but they probably bulked it up so much that it just runs like crap.
Yeah. And yes, it is a teal green, Slobs. It is a teal green.
Puke green. Looks like radioactive human waste.
It's a teal. It's like a bluish green.
It's ugly, is what it is.
What's wrong with your monitor?
I don't know. I'll run a test on it later.
It is not the color of whatever's behind Rev, whatever that stuffed animal behind you, the leaf. It is not that color.
Oh,
that's not puke green. That's just regular green.
But that's closer to puke green than teal.
Teal is a blue-green.
That's what I'm saying. Despa's saying that StreamLabs OBS is puke green. I'm like, no, that's
I'm
teal.
saying that to be it's saying that as it's ugly. It's god awfully bad. It hurted my eye. Hurted my eyes?
Hurted your eyes.
It hurted his eyes.
Hurted my eyes.
It hurted.
It hurted my eyes. And I never even used it. I just looked at screenshots. I'm like, this is ugly.
Guys, it hurted me.
And then I heard all the stuff about
show me in a doll what it hurted you.
My eyeballs. And then I heard all the bad stuff that StreamLabs gets up to. I'm like, frack you.
Yeah, StreamLabs is a crap company. Well,
I'm not going to shit on the company or anything like that, but I just prefer OBS.
Yeah, OBS is a lot better.
Although I will say it is kind of shitty that OBS basically said, hey, can you stop using our name? And they're like, nah. That's kind of shit. Oh no, I about killed Rev again.
Nah.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, that's basically what happened. They call themselves StreamLabs OBS. OBS is like, hey, we'd appreciate it if you didn't use our name. And they're like, fuck you.
They already used more than the name, so...
It goes down the great fuck yous of gaming and streaming history alongside EA Games telling Belgium to go fuck themselves.
I may not have heard about that one.
You didn't? Oh, this was like a couple of years ago. But yeah, essentially because of loot boxes, they got taken to court and they're like, yeah, you can't have loot boxes in your games in Belgium. You're like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Basically, yeah. No, that's basically how it went between Slobs and OBS.
And they're not the only... OBS isn't the only one they've done that to. There is a cat behind Rev now. The cat has moved from DoeKe's panel to Rev's panel.
Yes. It's just... This is the cat cast. Podcat. Podcat.
You see, you thought it was chaos, but it's not chaos.
Podcats.
It's cats.
Podcats.
Chaotic cats.
Chaotic cats. I like that.
Catotic stupid.
Catatonic stupid.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Well,
Oh,
I
boy.
think this is a good place to go ahead and start wrapping it up. We've been going for an hour.
Almost an hour. Got 4 minutes to an hour.
Almost an
Sure.
hour.
Yeah. Well, I figured by the time we stop messing around and do the outro, it'll be an hour.
Well, I mean, that's all we do is mess around. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, at the end of July, I am moving.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll be moving with Squidney and a friend of hers. There'll be 3 of us.
Speaking of chaos.
Oh my dear God. It's already chaotic and we don't even live together
Oh
yet.
boy.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying speaking of chaos.
Yeah.
I've heard the 2 of you.
You ain't heard nothing, trust me.
God, we have Ground and Reaper together. I almost said Raider again. We have Ground and Reaper together. Now you're gonna have you and Squidney together. Oh my God.
Yep. Yeah. But hopefully the next podcast, whatever background noise that you hear on my audio, Despa, hopefully that'll just be gone.
Never did figure out what
I
that
don't know.
was.
Yeah, I have no idea. It could be my AC kicking on, or my heat, or whatever. I don't know. Hopefully the house will be quieter than the apartment.
Streamer house. Yeah, it would be a streamer house.
Yeah, well, no, because one of us doesn't stream at all.
Didn't Squidney used to?
She used to. She doesn't really do it anymore.
Okay.
Yet.
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 I mean, honestly, collab streams.
We've talked about it jokingly, but we've talked about it.
Well then, I guess now's the time we say our goodbyes.
Goodbye, farewell.
Avita say goodbye again. Good night. That's it.
I hope you didn't steal my fucking pie.
All right, y'all know where to watch us. Watch DoeKe, watch Rev, watch Nyra, watch me on YouTube now.
Yep. And just for those who may not know, I have changed my name on Twitch. I am now Nyra the Red Panda.
That is true.
Nyra the Red Panda.
Hi, is lovable Red Panda.
And as Red Pandas do, they move through the Discord and take over individual channels for a day.
Yes. All your Discord belong to us
And we're okay with that.
because we're cute. So
Oh,
we get
no.
away with it. Well, I'm not, but Red Pandas are.
Do you plan on getting a VTuber avatar one day with that channel profile picture of yours? Because that would make
Wouldn't
a good
be a bad
VTuber.
idea. It would. I don't know. It's expensive.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's expensive. I looked at it on like Fiverr and stuff, and Fiverr you can get pretty screwed. So it's kind of been like,
I can get you in touch with some people I know who know reliable artists and stuff.
Well, might not be a bad idea. We'll talk about that live stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I want to get a VTuber one day when I can afford it, because I don't want to show my face on camera. Nobody wants to see that.
You just don't want to
That's
see
not
it.
true.
I also don't want to see it.
That's just you. Yeah, Kit Kat says I do.
No one wants to see me on stream. I'm ugly.
Bullshit.
Wow, I don't think so.
Bullshit.
Calling major bullshit.
Anyway, we're just going to drop it right here. Good night, everybody.
Oh, no outro?
That's a
Nothing?
cop out.
Just
If I ever
goodbye.
It's a
heard
cop
one.
out. The cop out will become the outro.
Well, fine. I'll do one. Thank you all for joining us on this, once again, chaotic and yet again stupid podcast. I don't know when the next one's gonna be. We'll do it at some point.
Sorry about all that. We've had some months. It's been a flaky year.
Months.
We will catch Nyra in a couple hours streaming. I'll be there as well. But yeah, we will all see you next time.
Bye.
I didn't hear you at all, Rev. I just saw you waving.
Yeah, same.
Oh, sad day.
And
Later.
y'all have a good one, and have a better one tomorrow, and have a better one after that, until you have such a good time that you get arrested by the FBI.
Oh.
Oh,
That
all
guy.
right.
How good of a time is that?
Well then.
Way too good to be legal.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.